What's going on, people? This the Bear here once again. And I got to talk about this because it needs to be said. It needs to be said. It needs to be said. This console war, stupid shit, has to end. Okay? It has to end. The reason why it has to end is because even Microsoft and Sony is trying to come together on a cross-platform online play. Okay? If they can get together and do a cross-platforming online gameplay, if they can do it, why can't y'all accept it? Why can't y'all accept change? Why can't y'all be open-minded to new ideas? Okay? It shouldn't matter what console a person owns. It shouldn't matter if a person been on the Xbox like me since 2003, 2004, and goes to the PlayStation 4, 13 whatever years later. Iron Wolf, who's been on the Xbox for a minute, who makes a Switch. Fat Gamer, who makes a Switch. It shouldn't matter what console that you go on. But so many people out here, drones, that are so diehard to their pieces of hardware that they don't accept it. And so what happens is somebody who's been on the Xbox for a long period of time and makes a switch over to the competition, now they're a traitor, they're this and they're that, they're called all sorts of names. I'm open-minded to new ideas. The PlayStation, to me, I just had I had the PlayStation for 2 months. And I'm not saying that the PlayStation is, switching over was the best decision I made in my life. But it's a very good decision. Why? Because of the hardware. Okay? I'm going to tell you the reason why I switched over to the PlayStation. Now, I said this in my last video, but I want to give you a detailed explanation of the reason why. Okay? I had an Xbox One earlier this year in April. Okay? After a month, 1 month of me having the Xbox One, I had serious problems with friends, problems playing games, problems looking at the community list. I had problems. So it was about 2 months after I had my Xbox One, I sold it. I got rid of it. And then I went and bought, I think about a month down the line or a couple of weeks down the line, I bought another Xbox One. Now, this wasn't the Xbox One S. This was the base Xbox One. The first Xbox One, okay? I bought another base Xbox One. Same problems. I even tried to go in that Xbox preview program, and that didn't work. So, I don't, it's... The thing about the Xbox, though, I'm going to tell you some good and some bad about the Xbox, because I don't want to bash the Xbox making this a bashing video. I don't want to do that, okay? I believe the difference between the Xbox and the PS4 is that the Xbox do have more exclusives, okay? They do have more exclusives than the PS4. PlayStation don't really have too many exclusives. Okay? That's the good about Xbox. Okay? That's the good. The bad thing is the hardware. I don't know what it is with the Slim. The Slim might be better, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't have one. I can't really say. But I had problems myself with the Xbox One. Now, here's the problem. Here's the good with the PlayStation. The PlayStation has better resolution, better graphics, whatever you want to call it. That's there. I see it. I played many games that I see the difference. I played some games. I ain't going to say many games. But I played some games where I seen the difference as far as resolution and stuff. I see it. Okay? I'm just going to and it has a better interface, smoother interface. I had my PlayStation for almost 2 months and I really had no problems. It has a better interface, okay, and there's a graphical change. But the downside with PlayStation is that it barely has any exclusives. It has more indie games than anything else, and it has a bunch of multiplats. Okay, most of my library that I have now is basically multiplats. It's no really exclusives. The only one is the Order 1886, which is a horrible game. So there's good and there's bads about each console. Okay? But, like I said earlier, Sony and Microsoft is trying to come together with this cross-platform thing. And you know what? Fanboys of Sony and drones of Xbox are just going to crush the whole idea. This is what Xbox people are saying. They need to just do their own. We don't want their online service connected with our online service. We don't want to share nothing. We don't want none. We don't want no merging. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with merging? Okay? This console war stuff, it gets stupid after a while. It's like we got people doing podcasts praising their piece of hardware like it's, like they're getting paid. If y'all getting paid from Microsoft or if y'all get paid from Sony to be dick riders, you know what I'm saying? And if that's what these companies are basically wanting you to do, to praise their piece of hardware, then you know what? Keep doing it. Keep doing it. But once the money stops, are you still going to be there for your, But it shouldn't even be about that. It shouldn't even about that. It should be just about playing your freaking games. But to a lot of the fanboys and stuff, it's more than that. You got to be loyal to your console. You got to be loyal no matter what happens. You know what I'm saying? There's another problem with the PlayStation 2 is that it does get hacked on a regular basis. It does. There's problems with Sony, but there are problems with Microsoft. You people gotta understand something. That's just the way it is. Why do you keep praising Microsoft or praising Sony? Because of what? I mean, the difference of the consoles is it's a huge difference. Okay, the security is not that tight on Sony, but Microsoft does get hacked every now and then too, but it's not as bad as Sony. Okay, I just want this console war to end. Seriously, I mean, I'm one of those people that sold my Xbox One to get a PS4. Should I be condemned for the rest of my life for being open-minded and making a better decision to me? Should I be condemned for that? Why? If so, why? People make different choices. They make better choices in their life. I could see if you was with Xbox for 6 months and then you just said, oh, well, hell with this, I'm going over to PlayStation. You basically ain't even give Microsoft a chance. But I've been with Xbox since the OG Xbox. I had Halo 2. I had games like Jade Empire, probably the best OG Xbox game. You know what I'm saying? But I was mostly a Halo 2. I was basically on that all day. But when you've been with a company for so long and you make a switch, that doesn't make you a traitor or anything like that. It makes you open-minded. But I guess to these fanboys of Sony and the drones of Xbox, because we're in this so-called console war, you're a traitor. No, I don't believe myself to be a traitor. I believe myself of doing better. And that's all I see right now of Sony. But it, like I said, it does has its problems. It do. So let's get off of this stupid console war, people. Let's get off of this thing and let's go out here and just play freaking games, man. Look at, I mean, what you're looking at right now, this is on Google.com. It's saying Xbox One and PS4 to see record high sales next year. You know, I don't know when this thing was made, but, you know. And if this is to be true, you know, and especially with the cross-platform online play, I say, hey, bring it on. Bring it on. I have no problem with that. Sony fanboys will, Xbox fanboys will. You gotta let some shit go every now and then. You gotta just let some shit go. You know? You can't be holding grudges on this and that. I hold no grudge against Xbox. You know, later on down the line, I might even get the Xbox One Slim, just so I can see if it runs better than the base Xbox One. I'm going to keep my PlayStation no matter what, but I might go in and get an Xbox One Slim. You know? The Fallout 4 mods are better on there anyway, so that's another reason why. And I got the Season Pass and all that on the Xbox One version of Fallout 4, so. But anyway. Listen. You know, we need to let go of this whole thing of Xbox One versus PS4. The sales favor the PS4 and all. I think the PS4 is the much better console. It has a better build and everything like that. I believe that. But it does has its flaws. You know? It do has its flaws. But anyway, this is the end of this video. I'm not going to go on and prolong this video any longer, any further, because it'll be just a waste of time, seriously. But I just want to tell you that, you know, no matter what console that you get, even if you got a Wii U, even if you got a Switch, or whatever the case may be, okay? What matters is what you get out of that console. What you get. You know what I'm saying? If you think that you're not getting something out of this console, maybe it's time to make a switch to another console. That's all I'm saying. And you know, you're not a trader, you're not this, you're not that for making a better decision when it comes to gaming. Why stick with the Wii U if Xbox One have games that you want to play? Why stick with Xbox if you want games to play on the PS4? Some exclusives that they have over there. Why stick with PS4 if you want to be a casual gamer and go to the Wii U? You know, you gotta have that kind of frame of thought sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I'm just with PlayStation. I've been with Xbox for 13 years. Right now, I'm just doing PlayStation. So let me live a little bit. You know? Just let a nigga live. You know? But anyway, like I said, I've been prolonging this long enough, but stick whatever console makes you happy. And if it doesn't make you happy, just make a switch. That's all. I'm not saying that, you know, make a change. Let me say that because Nintendo Switch. Make a change. If you're not happy with a console, make a change. And that's it. I'm done with it. The console war is over. It's done. That's it. This the Bear, and I'm out. Peace.